Okay, quick update on these cars. So the Evo 10 is good. It's stock, as you know, it's the daily, but we have to change the two front tires. They're totally gone, especially on this side. They're even showing threads on the inside, so that's not good. So we have to get that sorted out. But other than that, everything is good here. It has been serviced recently. Oil change is good. Coolant levels are good. Spark plugs are good. What's next for the Evo? Probably just getting it tidied up, some paint work here and there, and sorting out these headlights. As you can see, they're starting to show a little bit of fogging up, so we just need to get that sorted out. The one on the left looks like it's brand new, so comparing the two, you can see that clearly this one is fogged up. All right, moving on to the Supra. The Supra, you might remember that the exhaust tip fell off once when I was driving, so have to get a new exhaust or weld back the tip onto the exhaust as it exists now. But I'm thinking I'll just go probably a cat back and get that sorted out. But other than that, the Supra is good. We got a new battery that really helps to crank the inline six and get it started real quick. Thinking to upgrade the intake here as well. We'll think about that some more. But as you are aware, we have the GTE engine that I'm rebuilding, so we just need to focus on that and get that sorted out, and then swap them and put them in, because this is a 6-speed Supra, so it will be a swap for swap. So moving on, the RX-7. The RX-7 is up for tuning now. We just want to see if we can push some more boost and see what kind of power levels we get. But so far, the usual culprits. There's, you know, usual oil issues here and there that we sorted out. We installed the catch can down in here to try and help with that issue, and it has been working. I would highly recommend it. But that's what's next for the RX-7, just turning this guy up so that we can increase the boost, and then I will link up with my tuner, which is Swift Tune. He's my tuner for all my cars, so we'll be working with him. But other than that, everything else is fine with the RX-7. The AAM gauge still continues to do what it wants. Whenever it wants, it will stay on heat whenever I start the car, but once I start driving, it will start to show the correct reading, or what seems to be the correct reading. Alright, so that's the update for all three cars. So we're going to actually be doing some cleaning of them because they're very dirty. The RX-7 has been sitting here for some time now because I was busy traveling, so I had some family time, so that was done and great. So now we're back with all the cars. So first thing is to get them all cleaned up. There is an issue to solve on the Supra. I'm not sure if you guys can tell me in the comments, but I recently changed the brake light bulbs because one was out, one was gone, right? And for some reason inside the car, it keeps coming up with the light to tell you that a brake light is out. I'm not sure why. It might be a wiring issue, maybe. I'm not sure if maybe changing one bulb wasn't the solution. Maybe I needed to, you know, change both to the same type of bulb, maybe. I don't know. I'll try that and see. But for whatever reason, it just continues to come on the dash to say, hey, one of your brake lights are out or not functioning properly. I had an issue with the Supra when I first got it, and it kept killing the battery in the car. So what was happening is that the brake switch was stuck. Alright, the brake switch underneath the brake pedal that tells the brake light when to come on and off, that was stuck. So I had to change that, and that solved the problem. No more killing of the battery, everything was fine after that. But then the light went out, and then now this light in the dash just won't go away. So I'll try that, but I'm grateful for any feedback that you guys might have. Any fellow Supra owners that had that issue, feel free to share in the comments. That would be greatly appreciated. I'm actually running some used tires. A friend of mine had them, and we just kind of transacted on it, some Bridgestone Potenzas. They're 275 35 19, which is exactly what I think fits the car well. I had 275 40 19 on the car, but it didn't look right. It kind of looked like a drag spec. So I have those tires if anybody's interested. So I want to change these tires to put on some different ones, maybe to match the Sumitomos that are in the front. I like the Sumitomos, so we'd have to get that sorted out. And this tire actually keeps having like a kind of slow leak. I think it's just because of it was removed from the old rim and put onto this rim, so some kind of tear or some issue happened with it. So I have to get that sorted out and fixed by just changing the tires.